this last night, there is a potential for nuclear fallout. It may not be from bombs. It could be just from the fighting around it. Now, it seems that the Russians they're getting desperate. They're starting to attack nuclear facilities. No doubt there was something around there. Now, the fire that happened wasn't the facility itself. It was a training building. All right, that's, but it was really close. And that's the thing. And anyone knows that who's ever fired a rocket or anything, sometimes they malfunction. And a minor malfunction could be a very major thing to the whole of Europe. I believe that they just brought this up to a very high level. We're going to hear something tomorrow, or Monday, actually. I guess they're taking the weekend off. About what the UN's going to do about this at the Security Council. Check this out.
Secretary General has followed with great alarm reports of heavy fighting around the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine. We understand that the fire affected a training facility and not the cooling system or power center. Military operations around nuclear sites and other critical civilian infrastructure are not only unacceptable, but highly irresponsible. Ukraine knows only too well the devastation of a major nuclear accident. The Chernobyl disaster in 1986 stands as a lasting example of why it is vital to ensure all nuclear power plants have the highest standards of safety and security. Every effort should be taken to avoid a catastrophic nuclear incident. The persistence and bravery of the Ukrainian personnel who continue to keep power plants safely operational during this crisis are to be applauded.
Last night, in the early hours of the morning, we got information that a projectile had impacted a building adjacent to the block of reactors, 6 of them. The projectile impacted this building and a fire ensued, which was after some time put out by the fire brigade at the station. We confirm through our contacts at the regulator, but also directly from the plant, we were able to confirm that no security or safety systems had been compromised. Neither the reactors themselves had been hit by this projectile.
Russia's attack last night put Europe's largest nuclear power at grave risk. It was incredibly reckless and dangerous, and it threatened the safety of civilians across Russia, Ukraine, and Europe. As a first step, we call on Russia to withdraw its troops from the plant to permit medical treatment for injured personnel, to ensure operators have full access to the site and are able to communicate with nuclear regulators, and to allow the operators to conduct shift changes to ensure the continued safe operation of the plant. Ukrainian firefighters and nuclear engineers must have full access to the nuclear facility to assess damage, particularly to water intake piping, and mitigate a further deterioration of the situation if needed.
A state has attacked a fueled and functioning nuclear power plant. International law requires special protection for nuclear facilities. And it is difficult to see how Russia's actions were compatible with its commitments under Article 56 of the Additional Protocol of the Geneva Conventions. It must not happen again. Even in the midst of an illegal invasion of Ukraine, Russia must keep fighting away from and protect the safety and security of nuclear sites.
We demand clear and decisive action from the IAEA. The international community must respond adequately to the actions of the Russian Federation, which could lead to an unprecedented nuclear catastrophe. All Russian forces must be withdrawn from the nuclear power plant. Responsibility of the Security Council. In this regard, we request to consider the issue of protection of nuclear power plants and other critical infrastructure in Ukraine. Urgent discussion on establishing a ban on all flights in the airspace of Ukraine should be a top priority for the Security Council.